Hello there, good morning everybody, how are you? Hi Lisa, Jane, Shelley, Mandy, hello to you. Jean and Sandra on Facebook, hello to you too. Welcome to the Half Yard Sewing Club. Sew along. Who's going to be sewing along with me today? Come and let me know. Hi Sarah, everything is well at short hours, thank you very much. And Margaret, Beverly, Alison, Joe, hello to you. Hello Debbie Rawson, everyone's good here, thank you. Jane and Sheila, Janet, all of you. Morning Sharon and Debbie, Sunny in Swindon. It's lovely here. It was freezing this morning. Came down to get set up earlier on, and I've actually got the heater, had the heater on behind me. Came down again half an hour later, and it's like middle of summer. It's wonderful. Morning Heidi, Debbie, hello. Audrey, Betty, Olive, hello to you. Jill, Solveig, hello in Norway. And Mary, lovely and sunny in Loch Lomond too. Debbie in Montana, hello. Just happens to be awake because it's cold there too. Hi Zakiah, Shirley, Sue, Stephanie. Oh, we could spend hours doing that. Your husband and I both. What, Mary? Sorry, you disappeared really quickly. But oh no! Oh, at least you've got it together. Hopefully it's a mild version. I think they tend to be these days, don't they? Oh, morning Jen. Oh, it's Karen's birthday this weekend. She's 72. Happy birthday, Karen. I hope you have a wonderful time. Laura's sewing today. Lovely. Is that in Brisbane? Hello, Sue in Brisbane. Morning, Margaret, Debbie. This is what we're going to be making. So it's quite simple. So I just need to rearrange my hardware there a second. It's really simple, dead easy. Won't take very long at all, but I think it might be quite useful. And oh, I've got a hand sewing needle. So that's it basically. It's a little square box, which you could make in any size you like, but it simply folds over, ties at the top. And I must admit, if you dip it upside down and shake it, everything will fall out. But it is a nice little thing to kind of sit next to your sewing box and or your sewing machine, and just keep your little bits and bobs in there. So it could be your clips. I've got sewing machine feet in there. This is a request of Denise's from last week, so I thought, yeah, that's easy to do, we can do that. Good morning everyone, says Zakiah. Hello to you too. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be making today. So hopefully you've got your ingredients ready. Oh, Bev's a new member, hello. Sunny in Suffolk, she says. Oh, hi Rita. And Kathleen, new subscriber from Tasmania in Australia. Welcome along, Kathleen, nice to have you here. Hi Anne. Making a personal reading cushion today, that's a nice idea. Oh, I tell you what I've been doing over the weekend. Your next project for the Half Yard Sewing Club. I got my dates wrong, didn't I? I was forgetting that I think we're still in August. I think we're still in September next Saturday. So a bit early, but hey ho. At least I'm ahead, and we've got I've given you notice. But can't order it. It says out of stock. Have I missed it again? Oh no, I'll have a little. Oh, you've gone. Who's that? Sorry, Glenys. Yeah, we have got it back. Kim, if you're watching, can you put the retro baubles back in stock? Because it only arrived the other day, so maybe I was just jumping ahead of the gun there, Glenys. We do have it. Maybe it's just not on the website at the moment. I shall look into that shortly when we finish this. If you had a look on the website, on my website, you've got Cave Facet. I know, brand new. Not done that before. Hi Leslie in Preston, Sunny North Yorkshire, says Susan. Hello Christine, back from a holes. Ooh. Ordered 3 weeks ago, so hopefully Deliver Australia will be soon. Oh, I didn't realise it took that long. Let me know, won't you? Right, I'll have a little chat around Half Yard Club first, and I've got my dog sitting outside in the sunshine, and then we'll start sewing, give you a chance to get ready. Been with you since the very start of Half Yard Sewing as Juliana. Thank you, Juliana. Nearly finished a gingerbread. Oh, lovely. Post a picture when you've made it, won't you? Oh, is it? Oh, Marilyn, I'm right then. Oh, I had a feeling it was the last day of September, next Saturday. So I'm not wrong. Shouldn't have said anything. Not wrong at all. There you go. And I should know my October dates because it's Kim's birthday on the 3rd. I know. I've got an amazing present. I'm not telling her what it is. I can't tell you what it is because she might be watching. Then she'll know what it is. Anyway, let me show you around the Half Yard Club first of all. So if you are thinking about joining, if you're a new member and you want a little bit of guidance and a tour around the actual website and how it works, then let's have a look here. And if you've got any questions, if I miss it, oh, I'm flashing. My screen's flashing. If you've got any questions about the Half Yard Club, I'm going to miss them on here because your comments kind of scroll, as you probably realise, really quickly. But if you email info@halfyardsewingclub.com, I'm all flashing on my screen. The girls will be able to answer your questions there. So it's info@halfyardsewingclub.com. But let me show you around. This is what we have. So this is the home page. I am logged in already, and that's what you're going to see. So it's just what's coming up now. The latest newsletter there, and some of the new projects. Actually, some of the old projects as well. When you join up, you will have one new project every month with a video and downloadable patterns and instructions if a pattern is needed. Then halfway through the month you'll have a second project that doesn't have a video, and then you'll have hints and tips, which is a growing category on the website all the time. And there is an Ask a Member section, which is a little bit like a forum, so you can chat to each other, show off your pictures and ask any questions that you have there as well. So I chip in a lot of the time you just get on with it and answer your own questions, which is nice because it gives you that community kind of feeling. The projects will stay on the website for 2 years. So if you joined up today, you're going to have access to 48 projects. So that's 2 a month for 2 years. Is that right? Yep. And also the block of the month, and we don't take the block of the month down. So that will be there from day one. We're on our 4th block of the month at the moment. So that's just a bonus. That's going to carry on next year as well, for as long as my friend Melissa can keep designing these amazing quilts. So basically, when you join up, you're going to have access to everything on the website. So let me take you through a few of the projects that we have here. What we're also doing is bringing back some of your favourites. So some of these projects that have been taken down once, like this one, that's from August 2018, is making a comeback. So that's an extra. So that's 49 projects. 49, it sounded like the post office. 49 projects, please. This is what you'll have access to. So that was your main project for last month. It's a child's backpack. It's quite a big one. So, oh, and these are yours. So this is where you can upload your pictures, and we should be able to take a look at whose these are. Oh, I don't know what I did there. Bear with me. I can't remember how to do that. I'm sure it was that. Oh, there we go. That's Linda's. Fabulous fabric. This is Elsie. Oh, I love that one too. That's Elsie's. Fantastic. And that's Linda's again. So that's an area where you can post the things that you've been making, and I love to see those. I love the fabrics that you've been using as well. This one will come with a video, which is that. So that's me sewing it from start to finish all the way through. So if you find it easier to watch, then you can do that. And then you've got all of your step-by-step instructions there as well. So that was the main project for this month. Your secondary project is the storage pyramid. So that doesn't come, in fact, that hasn't got a pattern with it. But that's a handy little storage thing. Birthday Bear is one of the ones that came back. He's behind me today from January 2019. This is the block of the month, which is current for this year. So that's the Christmas block. Last month we made a garden poof as the secondary project, and your main project was Maddie and Robin's onesies. So these are the projects that you will have access to from the day that you join, everything you see here. And you can see it's a wide variety. There's a bow tie, a big pincushion, quilting, homewares, toys. The hats are back. They're still there for this year, so maybe it's this is the time of year you want to start thinking about making your winter outfits. We've got the sewing machine bag. These are previous block of the months, you're still going to have those. The Christmas pillow, and we've got the reindeer. So again, if you're thinking about Christmas, Robin's wizard and Maddie's witch outfits are on here. So there's a bit of dressmaking, there's homewares, there's curtains and cushions, how to make a pencil skirt made to measure for you, door stops, and lots of different techniques for you as well. So I think there's going to be something that can interest everybody. Right, let's go back up. Tips and techniques. Again, this is growing. I've been working with Sew Magazine for years now, and they've allowed us to start using some of the editorials that I made for them on the website as well. So those are going to be popping up a lot. And oh, you get discounts as well. So these will take you through to Searchpress's website. So if you click on any of these, you'll be able to get a 30% discount off all my books, including So Maddie, including any new books. They won't be signed if you order from there. It's an incredible discount. So if you're not bothered about a signature, you can order with that 30% discount. But that's not my website. That is Searchpress's website. And then we've got Ask a Member. So, unable to find the list of items needed for the sew along. Oh, look, Laura's answered that one. Practicing free motion quilting. There's Laura again. Oh, Laura, you've been busy on the forum. Don't hand us the pop piece of the block of the month. So Amanda's replied to that one. Or actually, we've got 9 replies to that one. So again, any of the hints and tips, anything that you're a little bit stuck with, anything that you want to show, you can do there on the website as well. So that's just kind of a quick overview. I've missed loads of your comments now, so apologies about that. Are we having a panto moment? A half-yard autumn collection. Jen, I don't think so. I did ask about that, and they've put so many projects into the last 3 books. I mean, there's 35 old ones in each book. When I said we were going to do an autumn, so I think we're run out of projects. But I will chase up on that one, because you've got to have the whole collection, haven't you? Oh, Pamela, I'm sorry about that. Little boy's birthday tomorrow. My little boy. my little boy's 27, Leslie. He'll always be my baby, but there again, my eldest son is 41. He's my little boy as well. I hope he's not watching, but he is my little boy. Hello, Elaine in Florida. Morning from the Wirral. What's the fabric to use to make Maddie? Sarah, cotton, just cotton fabric. The fabric behind me here, which one was she? I think that was the tan off the website. We sell Tilda doll making fabrics in 3 different colours. The Maddie that I'm looking over there that I can't reach to show you was a cream cotton. Any flesh coloured cotton that you like. I know you've been making them out of calico. Calico's got tiny flecks in it, so if that's the kind of look you like, that's fine, but yes, just cotton. Just to note as well, the Maddie book that we've got on pre-order on my website, on Amazon and all over the place now, the Maddie is slightly different to this Maddie. Same face, but the new one's got eyebrows. The arms and the legs are more shapely, but the clothes will still fit. So if you've already made Maddie and you wanted to buy the book to go to make any of the outfits, they are still going to fit the original Maddie. And the clothes are all different. So anything that you've seen on the Half Yard Club is completely different to the ones that are in the book as well. Just to let you know, you're not buying something twice. You're buying the doll twice, but you're not buying the whole of the wardrobe twice. Kona cotton, good for doll making. Thanks, Lisa. Can you give a shout out to my daughter Mary, who won't be with me for the next 2 weeks? She'll be going to see George Ezra. Oh, George Ezra is my granddaughter's favourite singer. So what's her name? Mary. See you, Mary. Have a lovely time seeing George Ezra. Maddie book coming out November 20th. I will send you a proof, Lisa. I shall get that to you. Watching on YouTube, I couldn't work out how to chat. Oh, Karen, I don't know. I think you have to have a Google account. I'm not sure. I don't actually chat on anybody else's YouTube. I have my bought vintage sewing machine bookends. Oh, Leslie, I've got some of those. Kim bought me in the house on order. It is January. Yep. Is it January yet? They're saying the end of January. If it comes in earlier, then you'll get it earlier. Peter's birthday on the 3rd. Oh, same day as Kim's. Oh, what a lovely idea. Thanks, Sarah. Hello, Yvonne in Melbourne in Australia. Right, shall we get some sewing done? Again, if you've got any questions about Half Yard Club, let me know. If you are thinking about joining, you do get a free month. If you use the code WELCOME in capital letters, when you go through to, oh, thank you. Oh, go on, Lisa. Oh, thank you. When you go through to checkout, there'll be a coupon box, and if you put the word welcome in there, you'll get a free month as well. Oh no, Teresa had a fall yesterday, so in bed and in pain. Oh, we're all thinking of you. We're sending get well thoughts to you, Bevy. Oh, sorry, wrong one, Teresa. Bevy's first time live chat. Hello, welcome along. No, I didn't, Alan, see you build a bag video. Oh no, that was nice of you. No, I didn't see that, sorry. Having the reindeer again. Yes, the reindeers, they're still on there, so you're going to be making them again this year as well. Right, my birthday on Wednesday. Oh, happy birthday for Wednesday. If you haven't joined the half field, please do, says Sarah. It's amazing. Thank you for that. Anyway, where are we? It's 1:15. Shall we do some sewing? This is ever so quick. Again, if you've got any questions about the club, ask. If you have any requests, then do ask as well. We do have a long list. We're having a meeting on the 10th of October, I think, with all of the team. And we have a brainstorming session and work out what we're going to be doing for the next 6 months. So if there's anything particular, one of the ones that I know has been really popular, I just want to show you, we'll get sewing in a minute, was the baby bag. This is still there. You can still make this one. I like to make things that are not just a one-trick pony. What's a one-trick pony? Do you know, I was thinking the other day, oh, what was the phrase I came out with? And I thought that makes no sense whatsoever. If I think of it, I'll let you know. Yeah, what is a one-trick pony? But I don't like them. I like 10-trick ponies. Is such a thing? I don't know. So I was asked to make a baby bag. When Vienna was a baby, Kim had a backpack, and I thought that's really helpful because you can use your hands for pushchairs and kids and all that kind of thing, and your bag's out the way. Not everybody's got a baby. So I just thought a really multi-purpose backpack would do the trick. So this one, so this is still on the website, so this is one of your projects. It fastens with magnetic snaps, much easier than doing buckles. It's got elasticated pockets on each end, so you can put bottles and things like that you need to get out quickly. And then a zip pocket on the front and mesh pockets on the inside, so there's plenty of room inside. Oh look, I didn't sew that up. Oh, I shouldn't have shown you that. So plenty of room inside there as well. This is made from my Robbins on Bobbins panel, and adjustable straps with padded bits to make it comfy over your shoulders if you're carrying something heavy, and then you've got a carry handle there as well. So that's just an idea of, you know, a request that somebody made that I thought, actually, yeah, I can adapt that. It's like the wheelchair bag. Not everybody's in a wheelchair. It can be a push bear bag. Not everybody's got a pushchair, so it can be a backpack as well. So that, having things that are versatile would be nice. A pattern for a faux leather wallet with a small zip compartment for coins. That's a nice idea. That would make a good project, Sheila. Baby bag next big project. Or for me, says Yvonne, baby days are long gone. Yeah, we're not having any more kids. Baby bag great to go on the back of a wheelchair. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if the wheelchair bag's on there. I don't know. I suppose so, because you can adjust the straps so to kind of go over the wheelchair handles like that. Let's just have a look if the wheelchair bag is on there, because they've got so many projects I can't remember. Search the site. Let's put a bag in there. So my keyboard's upside down, that's confusing. So I've put in bag, where's G, there we go, and search. All of the bags are there. Miss Messenger. Oh look, I've got pages of them. Got a laptop bag, sandwich bag. Not sure if that's, oh Laurel, no. I'm not sure if that's one that's been taken down. It may well have been taken down, but no doubt it's going to be back again. So no, it's not there at the moment. So I don't know. If anybody's made the baby bag and you're in a wheelchair, can you stick that over your back and see if it fits? That's a long shot, isn't it? Debbie's just made her first bifold male wallet with no pattern needed. Lynn's mum used to say, you spent that money like a man without any arms. It used to make me laugh. That's a funny thing to say as well, isn't it? I like if she were chocolate, she'd eat herself. And what was the other one with chocolates? About as useful as a chocolate teapot. Zip pouches to go in suitcase. That's a nice idea as well. Thank you, Lois. I'm trying to remember all of these. Right. So, are we ready? Let's get sewing. So if you already cut out an 8-inch square piece of foam, a firm fleece, I think that's the best thing to make this with, because it'll hold its shape really well, but we also want it to crease. So by sewing along the edges like this, it makes it kind of gives it little hinges. Wheelchair taken down, baby bag, the ends is... Oh, thank you, Laura. So if you want to do the baby bag, you need to join quickly and download it before it disappears. We're going to cut out a 2-inch square from each corner of our foam. Okay, and I'm using a biro because it doesn't matter. When we mark where the hinges or the seams are going to go, don't use a heat erasable pen, because your ink will disappear in a second when we iron it, and we don't want it to. Okay. So 2 inches from each corner, and then we'll cut those out. Morning, Geraldine. About as much use as chocolate fire guard. Yeah, is that funny, aren't they? So just cut those out. Let me know if you want to speed up, slow down, shut up, talk more, let me know. So that's 3, and then we'll cut out 4 there. So we've got that. So I'm just going to put the iron on and we'll fuse this to the wrong side of the fabric. Oh, Ellen's late, she was on the wrong one. Yeah, half yard club this one. Well, you're there now, so you know. The square is 8 inches square, Audrey. Oh, see you in a minute, Janet. So she'll be back soon. Hello, Sue. It's all right, we've only been chatting so far, Sue. A container for holding coat hangers together. Triangular with handles would be great. Have you said that rings a bell, Rosina? Elaine loves to hear me talk when she's trying to wake up. Shall we all shout, Elaine, wake up, get up. Trying to wake up. You jumped out of bed now. It's 11:20. Discount on debit items. Yeah, oh, thank you, Laura. Yes, if you are, I forgot to mention, if you are a half yard club member, you do get a 10% discount on anything on my Debbie Shaw Sewing website. Just to explain again, because we get a lot of confusion about the two websites. Debbie Shaw Sewing is my shop that I run with the kids, and we sell fabrics and notions and scissors and irons and all kinds of sewing goodies, but that's a shop. Half Yard Sewing Club is the subscription website, different locations, probably different passwords for you, different staff working on it, so they're completely different and separate. But if you go to the Half Yard Club website and go to the About Me page, you'll see a code which you use when you go to the Debbie Shaw Sewing website, and then you can get your 10% discount on there. A one-trick pony, which is something to do with the circus, was it? I suppose so. Yes, Audrey, great for layer cakes. Layer cakes 10 inches square, aren't they? This will be cut down to 9 inches square, so absolutely perfect. Gillia's just posted a question on Ask a Member. She says, can somebody answer? I'll have a look. Oh, is it the blog tab? Sorry. Right. So I'm going to put my foam onto whatever fabric's going to go on the outside. So if you've not used this before, a scratchy side is an adhesive side, so that's going to go on the back of the fabric, and normally you would iron from the top, but I just want to make the most of the fabric by going right up to the edge here. So I'm going to steam, just switch that off while I put some water in, because I can't steam if I'm not water in there, can I? The gingerbread fabric in fat quarters, I don't know. Yes, I think we did. We did do that, didn't we? Did we? Yeah, I think it was. We sold them anyway. Alright. I've just got the strike-offs for my next fabric, which isn't out till January, but I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased. Kim's fabric will be on pre-order next week. That is gorgeous. I didn't show you what was coming up next on Half Yard Club, did I? I started telling you that's how busy I've been over the weekend, or what I've been doing over the weekend. I say the weekend, it's only Saturday today, isn't it? Let me show you. So coming up next month is this, which is this is a plique, and there are matching table mats as well. I'm pointing with the cursor on my computer, and of course you can't see that, can you? So the pumpkins, the one in the foreground, and there's 4 on the mat which are replicated, and then on the pile of plates there are 4 placemats to go with it. So I thought they'd be really nice for autumn time. Right. So I'm just ironing this from the right side. Haven't a clue what is what. Sorry, Bevy, I missed your first question. She's no better than she ought to be. That's a good one as well, isn't it? Love these sayings. I'd love to know where half of them come from, though. Very good, thank you, Vanessa. How are you? Violet says it's 3:30 in California. Oh, thank you, Jan. That's really sweet of you to say. Thank you. Right, so that's ironed on there. Well and truly stuck. So this we're now going to trim to 1/2 inch bigger than the cross, that cross shape. So let's take messy things out of the way. 5:30 AM and 71 degrees in northwest Florida. Wow, Elaine. Right. So all the way around, 1/2 inch bigger. Like so. If you want to measure and mark that, then that would be jolly good. I'm just going to go by eye and cut into here. Basically we're going to use the edge of the foam as the seam, so don't have to be 100% accurate, but we are going to make a template from the lining from this, so try and get as close to 1/2 inch as you can. Like so. Alright, so that wasn't quite square there. And you put all fur coat and no knickers, Sheila. Yeah, who was that? That must have been based on a person, mustn't it, who wore fur coats and no knickers. I'm going to get banned for that now, aren't I? Facebook will kind of edit that bit out because I said knickers, said it again. Need to thread my sewing machine. Oh, well, hang on a second then, Bevy, if that's okay. I'll just cut this one out. The brown bag behind my right shoulder is the laptop bag, which is one of the projects from Half Yard Club, which has been made in 2 sizes because laptops aren't all the same size, are they? When is the foam interfacing back in stock, having problems getting single-sided? Oh, Kath, if it's not in stock now, I should put it back in stock when I've finished here, because I know we do have some of that. Not a lot, but we do have it. Oh, Janet's back. It's the large birthday bear felt or fleece. I use, oh, that one. That one's felt, but you could use fleece, Laura. That'd be nice and snuggly, wouldn't it, for winter? Right. Waiting for Bevy to rethread a machine while we're just doing this. So, oh, I cut that a bit too big, didn't I? Oh, silly me. Cutting 1/2 inch bigger than 1/2 inch. So basically we're cutting out another piece of fabric to the same shape as the first one. And that's going to be for the lining. So it doesn't actually take an awful lot of fabric to make this, which is quite nice, and it's one of those quick makes, so you know, if you've got something big on the go, if you're dressmaking, if you're quilting, you just want to get something finished. Do you ever get like that? I just want to get it done, out the way. Something quick gift, something useful. Then this, I think, is ideal. There we go. Right, the witch's outfit for Maddie. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yes, it is. So I've got two pieces that look like that. Are we back? Is she back? I think she's back. I'm in love with those rosy reindeers, says Julie. So easy to make. Honestly, my favourite of Half Yard Club. I'm just reading ahead. I thought you'd made 60. I've got 60 metres of fleece to use. You've already got 50. Whoa, 60 metres of fleece. Was it a bargain? Oh, Laura has an... I told you Laura was posh. Laura has an assistant to type her questions for her while she's working. Lovely. Thank you, Lisa. Right, so we've got this. So on the back of the foam, we're going to draw some sew lines. So from one side to the other here. So we're going to stitch along these lines, which will make the kind of the folds, like the hinges. So it'll give a nice angle, not kind of billow out and round on itself, if that makes sense. Okay, so we'll sew there. We're also going to draw a line straight down the centre, so 2 inches from each side. Should be a line straight down here. And then we're going to go on these 2 boxes at the bottom from corner to corner. Took me ages to figure this one out, you know. And it's only a little box, but there's a lot of work goes into the design and construction of things like this. I love doing this. It's my favourite bit. You know, the working out, trying to figure out how to do things. Who was that? Who was Fur Coat? No knickers. Oh, Debbie, the smocking book has been put back because gnomes have taken a priority. Oh, I can't wait for that book to come out. It's a year away yet, but oh, I'm so enjoying doing those. What colour plain cotton do you want, Linda? We've got quite a lot on the website. Depends what colour you want. Gran used to say, got a tummy on you like Bob Cross. Anybody know who Bob Cross is for Lynn? Who's Bob Cross? Lisa, I can do. That might be an idea, wouldn't it? Do a live with it, and then you can watch without all the chit chat and the no knickers business. How to make a dog fleece? Want to make a snuggy hoodie for my choc lab? Do you think she'd appreciate that? Bob gonna go mad if I try and put her into something. Lisa, I'm sending you a proof, all right? So it's on A3 and it's all over the place as in where the pages are printed, but you're having the blooming thing. Yeah, Bob Ross. Lynn says her gran used to say, got a tummy on you like Bob... No, Bob Cross. Was it Bob Ross, says Stephen? Says Lynn. We'll get to the bottom of it, Lynn, and find out who he is. I mean, Bob's your uncle. I don't have an Uncle Bob. So who came up with... Yeah, Bob's your uncle. What? Why? It doesn't make sense. You're getting it anyway, Lisa. You're getting it. I'm sending it to you. He's an artist. Oh, Bob Ross is an artist. Has he got a big belly, Stephen? Jane's making a gnome as we're watching. Anyway. So I say that a lot, don't I? So I'm going to sew on all of these lines now. And because I'm sewing through foam, I might need to lengthen the stitch a little bit. Whoops, that's my pen on the floor. Move you out the way. So I'm going to lengthen. I'm just going to go up to a 2.6 on this one. I've lost my foot pedal. And sew straight down all of these lines. Bob Ross is the most famous artist. Oh, sorry, Stephen, I don't know. Gary would probably know. He's more into art than me. Right, all the way around the edge. And Nichols. I thought it was red shoes, no knickers. As an olden day streetwalkers being polite wore red shoes so they could be identified. Oh, is that? Oh, I see. Oh, definitely going to be banned from Facebook after this. Made me think I can paint. Trust me, I can't. You funny lot, you. Lots of variation. Yes, I think so. Is it the man with the curly hair who's always painting? Yasmin is asking. Yasmin on Facebook asking Stephen on YouTube. Is it the man with the curly hair that's always painting, Stephen? Bob Ross, the most soothing voice. Oh, really? Oh. I'm going to have to Google him now, aren't I? You should add a ribbon loop in the middle of the same for your storage bag. I'm going to put a ribbon tie on it, Alan. Red hat, no knickers. Oh! Have you guts for garters? Yes! Linda, what's that about? That's not very nice at all, is it? Having you guts for garters. Did anybody ever do that? You know, I'm thinking medieval times, not recently, but yeah, maybe that was a thing. Ooh, oh, I wouldn't want to wear garters made out of guts. I don't want to wear garters. How did we get onto this? I'll scroll back, Lisa. I think that might be a little bit of toilet humour. I'll have a look back. Go round the sun to meet the moon. I've not heard that one. What does that mean? Fur coat, no knickers. We also fur coat, no knickers. It's funny how there's lots of garments on this saying that are varying, but the consistency is the knickers. Right. So I've sewn it. You can see now how it kind of bends quite easily. What I am going to do while I've got the iron on as well is just to encourage that. Lisa's sacked. She was never employed in the first place, to be honest. Just turns up every Saturday and Wednesday, just there. Right, that's that. So I'm just encouraging those creases to stay. And in fact, if you've got some best press, which I think I've knocked on the floor, or a bit of starch, something like that, that would really help. It's easier to press at this point than it is when you sew the whole thing together, so that's why we're doing that. And then I'm just going to do that bit as well. So it's quite easy, it's just pressing alongside where you've sewn. Loads of steam, and that really encourages it to stay, so it automatically folds in when you put it away. There's another one. Guts for garters is from Tudor times when they disembodied people. Doctors used cat cut for such as an eel skin for bun. Really? Oh, I'm so glad we don't live in medieval times, don't you? Ugh. Helene, we're making a little box. Let me just show you for anybody that's just joined us. This is what we're making. Denise asked last week for somewhere to keep her sewing machine feet. So there's my sewing machine feet. So to be honest, these are random feet from all over the place. I don't know why I just don't get rid of ones I don't need anymore. But sewing machine feet, clips, anything like that. So it's just a little tray that you can leave at the side of your machine as you're sewing. And then you can just kind of fold it over. And it closes up like that. But remember, it doesn't close completely at the top, so if you tip it up, you know, if you put this in the bottom of your craft bag, it'll probably spill, so just to let you know. Elaine's making lots of custom quilted and embroidered pot holders for the holidays. That's a nice idea. The lights are on but nobody's home. That's another one. We should write these down, shouldn't we? Disemboweled. Whoa. Look bigger on the Facebook post. Oh, did it? It was. I deliberately put sewing machine feet next to it so you could see how diddy it was. You could make a bigger one, as long as it's square. And if you think If you're making it any bigger, that's 8 inches, and I've cut out 2 inches from each corner. So if you're making that 10 inches big, you would need to divide that into 4. If you're making it 12 inches big, then cut out 3 inches from each corner. That would be easier to do, wouldn't it? But I think you might need to put 2 fastenings on the top, because it will bow open if it's any bigger. So maybe a couple of poppers, or Blackall Bill's Mother's is a chef. Blackall Bill's Mother's, I don't know that one. Or you could put a couple of elastic bungees and buttons on the side. That would look nice as well. Snaps on the insides of the fold. Yeah, yes, that would work well, wouldn't it? Just on the side there, that would keep it nicely closed. Right. Fur coat, no knickers is someone who likes you to think she's well off but really is not. Oh, 2 sandwiches short of a picnic. Oh, snap! Leslie and Cynthia came up with the same one at the same time. Oh, that's mine, Janet. Just full of random sewing machines, sewing machine feet. I don't know where I've accumulated them from. Anyway, we need a ribbon. And, oh, that's way too long. Never mind. We'll cut it down afterwards. Oh, Connie's going to make this for her brother's birthday and filling with favourite candy. Oh, how lovely. Let's measure and mark the centre of this. So, oh, I dropped the pen, didn't I? Got another one. So I'm marking the centre of the foam, not the fabric. And that's on the side that isn't folded. So it's on the longer side. What have I done there? There we go. So on these 2 edges here, and then we're going to put the ribbon facing down. The Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. I've not heard about your aunt before. And I'm going to just clip those on there. I don't know how you put a zip on that, Leslie, though. A zip would stop it falling out, but that'll take some figuring out how to put a zip on there. And then I'm just going to stitch that in place. Like that. Not through the foam, just through the fabric at the edge there. So I haven't sewn it into the foam, because the edge of the foam again is going to be the seam allowance. Great little gift pouches. I think they would. I think maybe again you'd need to put a couple of poppers or ties on there so that you can't see what's inside it. Blackall Bill's Mother's in Yorkshire is when dark clouds and it looks like it's going to chuck it down with rain. Blackall Bill's mother. But who is Bill's mother? And why is it only black over her house? Ooh, Linda. Ooh. Always losing my small scissors. Good idea for small scissors, Elaine. So you need to make that bigger. Okay, now we're going to sew these right sides together, and I don't want to sew over the ribbon, so I'm just going to make sure that sits in the centre. Baby, are you keeping up? You could hang it, actually that'd be nice, Lisa, hanging on the Christmas tree, wouldn't it? Nice, some nice Christmassy fabrics. There we go. Drawstring Cone Bag. Oh, I did one, Sharon. Why did I do that? A drawstring cone bag. Might have been in Half Yard Christmas. I don't know if I've done one on YouTube, but that's a good idea. A miniature bottle and some sweets at each place. Yes, that'd be lovely. So yes, have made them. Mine were quite big though. I think the cone was about that big, so they were like handbag size really. As full as a bus. Is when you've eaten too much. Up and down like a bridesmaid. Oh, Gillian. Oh. Black over Bill's Mother's. That's in Leicester, really? Not heard that one. So right sides together. It's supposed to be sewing, you know. I hope the Half Yard girls aren't watching. A blind man will be pleased to see. Excuse me. It was what my gran always said if you made something and said it was no good. Oh, full as a butcher's dog. So you're chatting to each other. Gordon Bennett. Yes, Gordon Bennett. Who was Gordon Bennett? Anybody know who Gordon Bennett was? Asked Laverne. In and out like a fiddler's elbow. Right, so we're going to sew all the way around, but leave a turning gap just in one side there so we can turn this the right side out. Your eyes are bigger than your belly. I've heard that one before. Oh, Deirdre was slowing down a little bit. Okay, so I've got where have you got to, Deirdre? So I've got two pieces right sides together, and then I'm just going to sew up against the edge of the foam and leave a little turning gap. No, we're not. No, we're no, we're not. Stop that. Oh, Deirdre, I'm slowing down. I'm going backwards. We're not doing that at all. We need to make it square. What am I doing? We're going to bring up the sides and sew these bits together. Sorry about that. Got all ahead of myself. So, Deirdre, how far have you got? Have we got as far as this? Right. So fold up the sides so that the edges are meeting. That's you lot distracting me. Oh, she's just sewn the lines. Okay. Are you going to give it a press as well, just to give that a crease? Oh yeah, looks like the house that Jack built. Who's Jack? There's more meat on a garden gate. I've heard there's more meat on a sparrow's legs, I think it was. But no, why would you have meat on a garden gate? I wonder where that one came from. Oh, Yvonne. Yes, great idea, Debbie. Using them as advent calendars would be great, because they're really quick to make as well. More meat on a butcher's pencil. Living next door to Alice. Yeah, who is Alice? Right, so let's do this. I will do a video of this because we're chatting a lot. Oh, my giddy aunt, yes. Who was the aunt? Why was the aunt giddy? So we're just going to sew down the edge. So basically I'm making the two corner pieces meet by folding those over. And you can feel that the foam is matching, and we're just going to sew down this one side here.
Coffee, Pilates, tea.
Pilates?
Matt.
Matt, thank you.
And I've got a medicinal drink for Teresa.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, gin and tonic. Always works.
Do you hear that, Teresa? Gin and tonic?
On the way.
It's on the way, apparently. Probably on the way to me, but
One trick pony, almost explanatory. Somebody who is expert in really one field.
Yeah, but who was the pony? That's what we were talking about. Somebody said it was something to do with the circus ponies.
It's just a phrase.
I know it's a phrase, but it came from somewhere.
Yeah, but a phrase as in one trick, meaning one skill. Does it ring any bells?
Yes, but who's the pony? I want to know why the pony.
A pony is...
I know what a pony is.
No, a pony is £50 in Cockney slang.
Honestly, no help whatsoever. He's going to go and Google stuff now. Where you're about to say, I'm like, okay, Deirdre, let's have another look. So where the corners are, I want to make those two corners meet. So fold them together like that, and you can see the box shape coming into effect now. And we are going to do the same on the lining as well in just a second. So again, if you take the corner and fold it over diagonally, and then we're going to sew down that line there. Does that make sense? Like that. So if you take your foam bit and just kind of cup it into a square shape, you can see where you need to foam. Hell's bells and buckets of blood. So you're going to squish the two sides together, having a fit with a leg up. Not heard of that one, Michelle. Stephen, that wasn't very nice. Go back to school, one. Oh, is that... Sorry, I thought you'd been insulted. Is that a saying? Jago, go back to school, bud. Go back to school, but come back when you're ready. Is that a saying? All right. Let's do that. If something goes wrong, Elaine says, "Dear Gussie Marie." Who's Gussie Marie? Who are these people? Is it just me that's never heard of them? Oh, hello, Kath. First time watching live in Boston. We're not always this saucy, I have to say. We don't. Sometimes we just sew. Let's do that and that. Okay, is that all right, Deirdre? So I'm just going to. Thanks, Lucy. So I've got two corners folded up like that. So again, squish that side together. Line up the edge here. Okay, so that's those. And then we'll sew down there. We're going to do that on all four sides. If it was raining when the sun was shining, then it's a monkey's birthday. Not heard that one before. Why would it be a monkey? Why? Right? There must be a book somewhere, hasn't there? Must be a book somewhere. Right, and then the final piece here. And that's made it square. Like that. Oh, Helene, we used to have a Robin Reliant. So if the car was going slow, it'd say, put your back wheel in your pocket, you might go faster. Yeah. We had, and before that, now my dad had a Reliant Robin later on actually, and when we were little we had a Bond. I don't remember this, I was far too tiny, but the Bond had, again it was a three-wheeler. Had it got one wheel at the back that time, and the front of the car opened up for you to get in. Is that right? Oh, that's taken me back a bit. Lining goes in a sec, Deirdre. Have we got as far as that? And then we turn it the right side out, and then you can see what it's going to look like. Okay, so that's how that's going to be. Now with the lining, we need to fold the corners in the same way as we did with the box just now. That's a bit distracting, isn't it? Move that out of the way. So, and then fold the two corners together. So we're sewing these two edges together, like that. And then with a 1/2 inch seam allowance, we're going to sew down here. We'll do that on all four pieces. Then we'll drop the lining inside the bag. Like that. My husband wants a Bond bug. He worked in a Reliant garage, his first job. Now a 70-year-old wants one. Really? I was set on fire. Again, I don't remember this. That my sister does remember it. So I must have seated 4 because we were both in there, and apparently, sure, it was in the Bond. There was a fire started underneath the car, and whenever we used to travel anywhere, we used to keep a potty under the seat. You know, just think, you've got 2 little kids. You take a potty with you, and the potty burnt. I can vaguely remember the potty burning. Right. Oh, hi, Shirley. Right. So let's do that. So again, 2 corner pieces. Fold up together and sew down there. We're going to do this all the way around. Deirdre or Bevy. Is Bevy keeping up as well? Butter my biscuit and call me done. They're made of fiberglass solar. Oh, sorry, talking to somebody else, I think. And again with the final one there. So you can see that square shape coming together. What do you call a Reliant Robin with a beach ball in it? Yes. Oh, perfect. Yes, they were, weren't they? We used to call them oh dear cars, because when Tyler was little, he'd only be about 2 or 3 or something like that. He'd never seen a Reliant Robin before, and there was one parked in the supermarket car park, and he went over to it and he put his hand on the bonnet and looked at the one wheel in the middle at the front and just went, oh dear, 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 like it was broken or something. So we've always called them oh dear cars. Anyway, thank you, Dale. If you know, you know, but if you don't know, that's my question. It's a piece of cake. Yeah, Jilly, why is it? It's a piece of cake because it's easy. But why a piece of cake? What kind of cake? Would it be a fruit cake or a Victoria sponge? It could be any kind of cake. Cupcake. I don't know. So we've got 2 boxes now, basically. Whoops. Glad you're here today, Lisa. 2 boxes. So this one is inside out. That's the lining. And this one is the right side out. So we're going to put the right side out one inside the inside out one. That makes sense. So they're right sides together. So the prints on both sides are matching each other. My dad had a Messerschmitt car. Oh, I bet Gary would know what that is. I don't know what one of those is. So push one inside the other. It'll be quite tight and snug and match up the seams at the side. Hi, Casey. Good. Oh, here we go. Gordon Bennett was a Scotsman who moved to the USA in the 1700s and was noted for sports achievements. He was mentioned in a popular book and the phrase stuck. Wow. Thank you. Didn't know that. Right, just going to put the ribbon inside this, so I'm not going to sew over it. So make sure the ribbon's out of the way. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to sew all the way around the top. I like to sew from the inside here, and I need to stitch up against the foam. If you sew from the outside, you can't see where the foam is, you have to feel your way around. So we're going to go all the way around, but we'll need to leave a turning gap in one side. So this may seem a little bit fiddly. So needle down right on the edge of the foam. So I haven't got the best view of that, so I hope you can understand what I'm doing. And that's where I'm going to leave my turning gap, so I'm just going to do a quick back stitch. So don't worry about all this gubbins. What's gubbins? I don't, gubbins? Things that you say without even thinking out. You're laughing on the other side of your face. That's another one. Look like a plane without wings. I thought, Liz, I think somebody, if there's not a book already, I think somebody should do one. Be hilarious. Right, so just keep manoeuvring this around. I'm just lining up the tops of the lining and the outer bag. Box, tray. And keep this out of the way. Don't worry, oh, took the ribbon out of the way. Don't worry if you do catch any of the foam. Ideally, you should be sewing just up against the edge of the foam. You can't see a thing what I'm doing, can you? But if you do catch a little bit, then don't worry about it. I need the camera on this side, don't I? So again, just up against the edge of the foam, with the edge of the outer fabric matching the edge of that fabric. Jen, this is what I do at 3 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep. Oh, I could do that, I can make that. I could do that. And then there's a lot of trial and error because things don't always work. I made a long thin one first of all because I thought that would be quite handy to keep more than just the sewing machine feet in. Didn't work at all, it was ever so floppy. Yeah, gin works wonders. Have it on cornflakes in the morning. Mutton dressed as lamb, yes. Oh, Audrey, right, if you're using a 10-inch square, what's 10 divided by 4? 2.5. You need to cut 2.5-inch squares from each corner. So basically, if you've got your square and whatever the measurement is at the side, divide that by 4 and then cut out 2 of that from each corner. Okay, I'll show you close at what I'm doing here in just a minute. I think I've just sewn over my turning gap. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh no, I've got a diddy turning gap. So, sewn up against the edge here, turning up just at the side. I've lost it. There we go. And then we'll turn the whole thing through. The oops, oh, Helen's got to go. People in Tesco looking at me funny. The hole I've left may end up being a little bit bigger in a moment, because I did leave a very tiny hole and I'm not sure if it's going to fit through. And it will look very scrunched up. As fine as frog hair. I've not heard that one. Alright, so let's just keep pulling this through. So if this was a video for YouTube I was recording, I'd speed this up now. As mad as a box of frogs. Well, they would be mad though, wouldn't they? Anne-Marie, I always use cotton. Some polyesters are quite nice, but they don't hold a crease, which is why polyester was invented in the first place. A crease-free fabric, my mother used to love it. But for bag making or anything, or quilting or anything like that, then I like a fabric that will hold a crease. So this is a very tight. Anybody else struggling with this? I left a very tiny hole. Polyester is perfect for dressmaking, but bag making I wouldn't use it. As useless as lips on a chin. Moo point. Like cow's opinion, it doesn't matter. Like a cow's opinion, it doesn't. Oh, hello, Jules. Thank you, Alan. I won't forget to turn off my iron. I haven't finished with it yet. Must go to spend a penny. Now that would have come from when you used to go to public toilets and it cost you a penny to go in. Do you remember those? I think some. Oh no, the toilet on King's Cross used to charge quite recently. I think you had to put some money in to go and have a wee, like a rat up a drain pipe. Look at them angel wings, which is the wispy hair around your ears. Really? Like a flea in a fit. Wasn't it a flea in a pit? Still turning. We may be here a while. I thought I would have cracked the stitches doing this by now. Do bear with me. This is a good thing to watch, isn't it? Talk amongst yourselves. Couldn't cut butter in the summer. I heard that one. Nothing succeeds. Lisa says nothing succeeds like a toothless budgie. Chocolate teapot. I heard that one. 20p. Oh, I'm not going to have a wee in Skeggy. It's 20p. If someone talks too much, they put a sock in it. Yeah, where did that come from? Where's the sock? So, oh, that takes me back to bath time when I was a child. Hated it. And if I started crying or screaming or anything, my mother would put the soap in my mouth. Anybody else had a mother like that? Right. So, this is what we've got. Incredibly creased up because I've turned it through a very small hole. So I'm just going to iron this again. When pigs roost in trees. Alright, let's do that. So I'm going to push the lining inside. And you can see, because we've sewn up against the edge of the bow saw, I should have a nice neat seam right on the top. As rare as hen's teeth. I've heard of that one before. Joella had soap in them. Yeah, what's that about? It's abuse these days. You have to use a debit card for a wee in Camden Market. No, really. Wees are expensive. As rare as rocking horse poo. Let's just fold that edge in there. Maybe I shouldn't have left the gap where the ribbon was, but it really doesn't matter too much. Just roll that in a little bit. So I'm folding the edges of the gap inwards. Legs like knots in cotton. Oh, skinny legs. I've heard that one, Yvonne. Okay, and because I've got a little iron, I can actually get a little bit of steam inside there and flatten the bottom out a bit as well. Right, that's looking neater. It's got a few loose threads. Then I'm going to sew around the top. How are we doing, Deirdre? How are we doing, Bevy? So I'm going to sew really close to the edge all around the top there. And that's going to close the opening as well. Oh, Lois, there's a lot of bottom and wee talk in this one, isn't there? Actually, I can take the accessory compartment off. That may be easier to do it this way. No, because it won't reach. Seemed like a good idea. Let's do it from the inside then. All right. So again, don't worry about all this malarkey. As long as what's going underneath the sewing machine is nice and flat with no puckers. And that's what we need. And this is going to hold the layers together. I know I said before, I love a bit of top stitching. Because I think it looks nice, but it does help to keep the edge of the box nice and crisp as well. Almost there. So have I lost anybody on the way? So I've got that. So we're almost finished, but I am going to do a little bit of hand stitching here as well. And I may need to just go back over where this is going to fold, just to make sure that it's nice and crisp there as well. And the corners. Right, so I'll give you a couple of seconds to catch up. I'll have sip of coffee before that gets cold. Teeth like pickled onion stabbers. Not heard that one before. Oh, somebody's sewing along for the first time. Where have you gone? Ella, hello, sewing along for the first time. Recently joined the Half Yard Sewing Club, joined for the July overnight bag. Welcome along. How are you getting on with the sewing along? A sandwich short of a picnic. I'll wash him out. Oh, did you swear, Mary? When I was, I'm not going to say the words, but when I was little, me and my sister used to sleep in one room with a wardrobe down the middle to divide it. And my mum came to tuck us up in bed. I shall never forget this. And she went over to my sister first and gave her a kiss and said goodnight. My sister swore at her. And my mum said, do you know what that word means? And my sister said no. And she says, well, if you don't know what the word means, then you shouldn't say it. So then she came over to tuck me up in bed, and I swore at her because my sister got loads of nice attention for swearing. So I swore at her and I got smack. Oh, not encouraging anybody to smack children these days, but 100 years ago it seemed to be acceptable. Right, we'll have a needle and thread. That was a good answer to my sister though, more effective than a smack. They couldn't stop a pig in a passage. Yes, I remember that one, Mandy. I seem to have a bit of glue on the end of my needle for some reason. Must have poked out a glue pot with it and not cleaned it. So just get a bit of thread here. Sandwich short of the picnic. Oh, sorry, I'm missing your comments on Facebook. It's not scrolling for some reason. Don't take any wooden nickels. Funny, isn't it? Anne's going to make this to keep hair slides in. That's a nice idea. As queer as a 9-bob note. Couldn't knock the skin off a rice. Julie, you're full of them. Can't swing a cat. Sweating like a pig. Do pigs actually sweat? Funny, isn't it? There's so many of these things I think that we say without even thinking why we say it. As my mother said to my sister who swore. Right. A belt on the backside. Oh, Dad never had that. Mum used to have a stick, like a cane, that she kept behind the kitchen door. And she never actually hit us with it. She threatened us. So if we were naughty, all she got to do was go and reach for the door, and we were out of it. And the the only room in the house with a lock on it was a bathroom door. So we used to go and shut ourselves. Me and my sister, we'd go and shut ourselves in the bathroom until she calmed down a bit. I don't remember what we ever did to be so naughty to be threatened with a cane, to be honest. But whatever it was, it worked. Tell you what else we did once. Where our bedrooms were, you go up the stairs of the house, and my bedroom was on this side, Amanda's bedroom was on that side, and the doors opened like that. And my mum told us to go to our room, and she tied the doors together so that we couldn't get out because no locks on the doors. But as she was tying my door, my sister opened hers, and as she was tying hers, I opened mine. Was that right? Was that I can't remember. But it just meant that the rope wasn't tight, so we could actually get out. And fancy doing that. We must. Oh, Deirdre, my sister does everything. She's amazing. She sews, she knits, she crochets, she tats, she paints, she does woodwork. I still can't remember what it's called, where you burn images into wood. She does lead lighting, and oh gosh, she's incredibly good at laying block paving. She can rewire a house. I have an amazing sister. Right. I wish I had half of her talent. So yeah, she definitely sews. Where the four corners are, to help that stay, I'm just going to put a few hand stitches in the top. So that's these bits to help to keep it square like that. So I'm going to take the knot inside so you don't see it, and just pinch the corner, and then just do a little stitch over and over, just a few times. Oh, Wendy, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I have as well, actually. Bringing back memories of my mother chasing us around the house with a stick and tying our doorknobs together wasn't such a happy memory. It was funny then. Oh, I've got a knot in there now. I wouldn't dream of doing that with my kids. So we must have just been very naughty children. We're going to doing this and all. Oh, that's it, pyrography. That's what she does, the wood burning one. It's very clever, is my sister, and she's the brainy one. Thank you, Emma. Yes. Not enough room to swing a cat. Yeah, it's not a nice thing to think about, is it? Couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. I don't remember that one. Jan, oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy your time here. We've got a while today, aren't we? Right, so poke that in. Just pushing the knot inside so you don't see it. I'll have a look on that one. So I can just pull that through. Oh, Jules' mother had a wooden spoon. Mind you, when I was at school, they didn't. The boys had a ruler across. I think they did on the palm of the hand. They weren't cruel enough to do it on the back of the hand. But if the boys were naughty, it was the ruler, and if girls were naughty, you got a slipper. And I was never that naughty at school. I wasn't. Oh, and then your parents got told. That was the worst bit, wasn't it? Telling your parents. Then we had one teacher who, if you misbehaved, and it was only not standing up when they walked into the classroom or something ridiculous. But he would give you a sheet of graph paper with millimetre squares and make you fill it all in with a circle with a dot in the middle, and the circle with a dot, so you couldn't just do that across all the squares. It took hours to do. Did used to pass it around the classroom, but yeah, that's an odd punishment, isn't it? Glad you've enjoyed it, Shelley. Been a lot of knicker talk today. I was always naughty in the ER for something. In the ER, if you break your leg, don't come running into me. That's a silly thing to say. Helen MacArthur. Sorry, oops, I didn't mean that. No, I wondered what you meant, Lima. Oh, I've heard of that one, Donna. I'll give you something to cry for. Oh, gosh. Yes, that's quite Dickensian, isn't it? My dad used to threaten us with a belt until my brother told him that the name of the game is to find the pretty belt and there are no time limits. We all laughed. Find the pretty belt. I had to put on put your nose again. That's an odd one to do as well, isn't it? Mum and Dad's belt on the kitchen door as a threat. One day my brother dared her to use it, so she did. Oh, you'll get your knickers in a twist. Yes. What was that one? How can you do that? Inside out. Yes, but twisted knickers. Sounds like a punk band, doesn't it? Twisted knickers. Carol, we're making a little pouch like this. Almost done now, so I'll show you the finished one in just a second. A blackboard rubber. Oh yes, that's happened a few times. I don't think I've ever got hit with a blackboard rubber, but there was more often than not a puff of white chalk as it goes looming towards the naughty kid at the back of the room. I'm glad you're here, Lisa. Thank you so much. It's nice that we're popular on YouTube, isn't it, suppose? If you play it whilst out and woe betide you when you get home. Woe betide you. What's woe betide you? My mother did used to threaten us with my dad. And my dad was as soft as anything. My dad was a long distance lorry driver, so he wasn't there during the week normally. Just wait till your dad gets home. Dad gets home. It was great. It was playtime. Janet says, I was always in hospital for doing stuff I should not have done, like climbing on stuff that was dangerous. Oh, really? Mum used to glare at me and my brother. Oh, I remember the glaring when Tyler was a teenager. He had his moments, and I'll switch the iron off in a minute. And he was telling me this not so long ago. He was talking with Georgie's best friend, and saying, what's the worst punishment when you've done something bad? And I think I don't know whether George had a smack or he was grounded or something like that. And Tyler said, no, the worst thing is when your mum says, I'm really disappointed in you. Works every time. Better than any kind of grounding or anything like that. I'm just really disappointed. Just really upset. Right. Things you do, huh? Actually, I don't think that needs ironing too much. If you want to give that another press over the... I tell you what works really well, because we're getting very tiny now with this. So I can't get the iron in there. I'll tidy up a little bit. I want to crease that a little bit more, just to form that shape at the side. And I want to crease that one a little bit more as well. But if you give it a spray, can I spray with this one? I think the steam automatically comes, oh, there we go. If you give it a quick spray of steam, and then don't burn your fingers, but while it's still warm, crease it in place. And that'll help it stay there without actually putting the iron on it. So that's held quite nicely there. So I'll just do the same on this side. Donna's daughter says the worst thing she ever said to her is that I was very disappointed. It works a treat. And let's just encourage that one as well. And we could do the same across the bottom, actually. And just crease that. So just get hot. Lisa's troll. Yeah, can I borrow your troll spray? Just to get a crease in that. And that is basically it. Iron off, I know. And drag through a hedge backwards, yeah. Can understand that one. Felt that a lot. There. And again, good old blast of steam helps to hold everything in place, and then you can tie that up with a ribbon. And I did say that my ribbon was exceedingly long, so I'm going to chop a bit of that off. Find something to do with that later. And that's that. So you've got a nice little box, nice shaped ends, nice and square. Not the biggest project in the world, but really useful just for those little bits and bobs that you want to hold or keep at the side of your sewing machine. Wait till your father gets home. I've not heard of that one, Jules. So again, those are all the sewing machine feet and the one I made previously. and that ties over the top like that. Christy says, my friend said her parents gave her the look that hurts for a week. Oh, that's the look. I didn't shout. I don't shout. I didn't shout very much at the kids when I was younger. But when I did, they didn't half take notice simply because they weren't used to it. That's a good idea. I just put a double ribbon on it because it closes better. It's such a good idea. So when I made that one, I did think at the time to close it properly, it needs something else. And I was thinking poppers or maybe a flap and a button, but 2 ribbons, absolutely fine. Thank you. Mince pies at Christmas to give people. You could probably fit a mince pie in there. Hello, Helen in Wollongong in New South Wales. Well, I've not heard of that one before. Thanks, Denise. Thanks, John. Glad you like it. Well, Sheila, that's just good advice, isn't it? Just in case. You never know. Then Los Angeles, unfortunately, you have to clock in for it. Okay, off you go then, Amanda. We shall see you again next week, hopefully. Wait till your dad gets home. My mum said all the time. Yeah, completely empty threat, wasn't it? Because if your dad's anything like mine, it was great when he came home. Hello, Paula in Chile. Hello to you. Oh, Laura's all finished. Jolly good. Don't forget to put pictures, really. If you can put them on Facebook, would be really nice. Lovely mate says, Helen, Sheila. Oh, Julie's talking to Sheila. Asking me if you put clean. Oh. So, back to Half Yard Club. If you do want to join up, remember you get your whole month for free when you put in the code WELCOME in capital letters when you get to checkout. Have a look around the website anyway. Even if you go on there without logging in, without taking advantage of the free offer, you can get an idea of the kind of projects and see if you think it's going to be suitable for you. Do email the team if you're having any problems logging in, forgotten passwords, anything like that. If you want to change your password, change the way that you pay, that's fine as well. You can do that yourself on your account, but any questions like that, then email the team on info@halfyardsewingclub.com. The team being myself and Kim. We don't run the website. That's the Half Yard Club team that do that. We do creative, we do and Gary, we do the photography, we do the projects and then submit them to Half Yard Club, where Emily is our editor. And then everything goes to a proofreader, so we know that everything kind of makes sense for you. And then we have Emma, who makes up the patterns, so they're all digitised and made properly, so you're not just getting my scribblings. And then we have Claire and Sophie, who are social media, so it would probably be Claire that gets back to you if you have any issues or questions. And then Caroline, whose jolly good idea this whole thing was in the first place. And we are worldwide, so you can join no matter where in the world you are, because everything is downloadable, so nothing's actually posted out, which is another way that we can keep the cost down. It's only £5.99 a month or $9.99, and if you do join for a whole year, you get 2 months for free. That's an awful lot of information to take in, but if you have a look on the Half Yard Sewing Club website, all of the information is there on the homepage for you. So we'll see you again for the next sew along, the last Saturday of the month of October. That sounds a long way off, doesn't it? I'm going to be on Create and Craft tomorrow morning with Seamless Sunday, if you'd like to join me then. That is a 6-hour long sewing show. So we start at 7 o'clock in the morning, go all the way through to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I did send out the information on YouTube and put a post on Facebook, on both of Facebook pages, on Half Yard Club and on my Facebook page, on the Debbie Shaw Sewing one. So if you want to join me tomorrow, we've got a Brother embroidery machine. I think it's £550. It's an amazing price. Just an embroidery machine as a one-day special. So that'll be around about the 10 o'clock time. We've got Stephanie Waitman with Lemon Lane, and Sarah Payne is going to be demonstrating in the final show, and Kim Sullivan's going to be doing the one-day special. We've got Karen from Seams with the hand creams and everything. She's going to pop in. We have Alistair from House of Alistair with some brand new fabrics for you. We have, I'll show you in just a second, Rosine, I'll give you a reminder there. Natasha McCarty is going to be bringing some Natasha Makes things, but she is also going to be bringing a cave facet block of the month, which is unique to Create and Craft, and it's fabulous. I'll put a picture of that later on. I'll show you what that looks like, because that's well worth watching for. Oh, what else have we got? I've got a feeling I've missed somebody, but I don't know whom. So anyway, that's going off tomorrow. So that's Create and Craft tomorrow from 7 o'clock, 6-hour sewing show, all the way through to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If you want to drop us an email, then that would be nice to hear from you there as well. We're going to see if we can go live on their Facebook page too. I don't know if that's going to happen. Right, the next month's Half Yard Club project, I can't actually show you physically because Gary's been shooting it this morning because we've just finished it, is this one. So it's a pumpkin table runner. The pumpkin is a plicade, and there are, on top of the plates there are a whole set of matching placemats. So it's a really nice autumnal project. I think you're going to love that one. It's one of my favourites this year so far. So that's going to be on the next Saturday, on the 1st of October. That's going to be coming up, and so I'm just rearranging me hardware. Thanks, really amazing. Tasha's so talented. Have you seen it, or is it? Oh, she must have posted about it, mustn't she? Yeah. So yes, so that's going to be, I don't know what time. It's a 6-hour show, so people are popping in and out all the time. Catherine is going to be my my runner, my co-presenter, my throw-to. So she's going to be my green room host with the guests, and I've got some new quiz questions for her as well. So that's going to be a little bit of fun in between there as well. A troll ninja. Done a great job, Lisa. Thank you. You're really busy today. I really appreciate that. Okay. Otherwise, I should say I'm on Create and Craft on Monday and Tuesday as well, just standing in because somebody's off sick. So I don't know what I'm doing now. That'll be papercraft, so that'll be fun. And I should be back again on Wednesday on my Facebook channel, Facebook page, and on YouTube again. Don't know what we're doing yet, but we'll do something on Wednesday. So I've got an hour and a half. That was a long one, wasn't it? So thanks for your company. It's been a laugh, hasn't it? I've really enjoyed today. Hope you have too. I shall see you again soon. Bye-bye.